Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. So, is it possible to reach your goals for the year even if you haven't started them yet? Well, I've got a 5-step plan to finish the year right. Stay tuned. Hey there, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode. We're at the beginning of May. This recording's going on May 2019, but I think this will apply to any time during the year. It just so happens that May is National Recommitment Month. I didn't even know a thing like that existed. Maybe you did. But transforming into the person that you're wanting to be for the year, it's not difficult as long as you have dedication, focus, and the correct tools at your disposal. So I was reading an article by Tony Robbins in Success Magazine. And this was a beginning of the year article where a lot of people are setting their New Year's resolutions, etc. And he gave some great tips, and I thought I would come on and share these with you because I think there's sometimes a thing that people get themselves into where if they've started the year kind of strong and then they kind of got sidetracked a little bit and haven't chipped away at some of the goals that they really wanted or maybe even regressed a little bit, sometimes I feel like there's really no time for me to kind of catch up. And then they'll just kind of sweep it under the carpet until next year. And sometimes there's regret and remorse and energy at the beginning of the year, whatever that happens that December, January timeframe. But I'm of the mindset that whenever you decide to start is the perfect time. And then it's just a matter of committing. So Tony Robbins said to make sure that you always set your sights on something within reason. So I look at that as something that you can achieve. He said that most people overestimate what they're going to achieve in a year and they underestimate what they can achieve in a decade or more. So that should, I think it should take the pressure off, right? So this is the roadmap to begin crafting to have the best year of your life. I go from, let's say the starting point is May, go till next year's May, or just see what you can accomplish over the next month, 2 months, 3 months. Because I think chipping away at it, sometimes you can really get some momentum going. But if your goals are really, really huge, let's say you started the year, I'm going to throw a number out there. Let's say by the end of the year, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. And so far, you've gained 2. Well, why don't you just focus on 2 pounds at a time and go the other direction toward your 50 and say, I'll progress as far as I can toward that 50. I may not meet my goal. I might, but let's just see what I can find out. How close can I get? So, that's health and fitness. This can apply to anything, any of the goals that you're wanting to accomplish. It could be relationships, it could be finances, it could be whatever. Maybe you wanted to set aside money for a vacation and you haven't even put a dime into an account yet. Why not start now so that when you do get ready to plan that vacation, you'll have something to work with. So number one that Tony said, and I love this, is to feed your mind. Feeding your mind is all about perspective, and you got to bring something new to it all the time. Otherwise, you're going to be constantly operating off the same old beliefs, the same old thoughts, the same old emotions that have literally gotten you to the level where you're at now and maybe perhaps kept you stuck. So don't just hope things will go the way you want. You got to condition yourself to believe that they will. He says every day you've got to guard your mind. And I've got over my left shoulder here, I've got a TV in the background. A lot of times it stays off, especially during the news. There's a lot of drama and stuff. And I know there's a lot of things that, people need to know about. I get that. But if you watch a newscast, you'll know your anxiety tends to go up. I mean, there might be one feel-good story in there, and the rest of it is just drama and dread and horrific events that are going on. And you don't hear about, hey, there was a rainbow that appeared over such and such a place. No, you're hearing all about devastation and stuff. So protect your mind. Read good, powerful, uplifting books that will either feed your mind with positive mindset or learn new skills, etc. Number 2 is to strengthen your body. I'm guessing that's why you've been a part of this podcast. And if this is your first episode, man, welcome to you. But strengthening your mind is crucial. It's equally crucial to strengthen your body, whether it's going on a sprint or lifting weights or doing a MMA class or dance or really going on a long walk or swimming. Tony Robbins said, and I kind of believe this too. He goes, I don't do it because it's fun. I don't do it because I want to. I do it because I'm training my body for when I say go, we go. And so that's priming your physical self to set the stage for the change that you want to see mentally or emotionally. And so you can just get going. So your body and mind will both be energized and clear. And you're going to be able to focus on what you want. Step number 3 is to find a great role model. If you want the best year of your life or things to work out the best way, you just got to find somebody who's already getting the results that you want and connect with them. You don't want to just try to guess it all yourself. And I say that because I've guessed a lot of it. And once I found some mentors, either living or from the past, you can learn things. Success leaves clues. And these people have paved a roadmap for you to follow so you can, to make it simpler for you. So that's what I want to look for. Number 4 is to take massive action. That's a simple step. I mean, that's taking that step forward, whether it's building your company's website or reaching out to a prospective business partner or talking to your spouse about investing, or maybe it's planning that vacation with your family or getting ready with your health and fitness plan and taking action on starting your exercise. But for sure, be flexible and alter the course if necessary. I think he gave kind of a funny analogy. It says, hey, if you want to see the sunset and you continue to drive to the east, you're probably not going to see the sunset. You got to redirect to go and see the sunset. You might see the sunrise though. Number 5 is to get out of yourself. And instead of focusing 100% on what your goals are, and I'm always telling people, put yourself first, but this will pay you back. Instead of focusing 100% on what you want to achieve, also find a way to add value to others. And that's what I love about being able to do this podcast and to blog and to create some online courses and to do live video is to train, to give to others. And as corny as it sounds, the spirit of giving is this. It's what makes us alive. And the spirit of living is giving. So ask yourself, where can I make an impact today? And then go do it. Your problems lessen in intensity when you're out helping somebody else, and it gives your life meaning. So Tony Robbins said, life is not about me, life is about we. So it's not just growing, it's growing and contributing beyond yourself that really makes meaning of this life. So I think that is really powerful. One bonus step, I know that was 5, but one bonus step is I think happiness is a big part of it. And if you can avoid these things, these 5 habits that unhappy people have: holding grudges, being critical of yourself or others, constant complaining, being a habitual complainer, being filled with regret, worrying about the future. A lot of those things you can't really control, or some of them you can't control. Worrying about the future, you can't control what's going to happen there. But all of these things can really weigh you down. And the future is going to be uncertain, but you can control and catch yourself when you're being self-critical of yourself or of others, or if you're having regrets and not able to let that go, or holding grudges and not being able to let that go. When you're feeling that it's just such pressure and weight on you that's dragging you down, that man, if you can just get rid of some of those some of those activities and some of those behaviors and habits. If this is you, I was in the regret mode and the worrying about the future mode for a long time, and that it was holding me back. I actually wrote an apology letter to myself to let go of some of the things that were holding back. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you found value. If you did, please, pay it forward. Share with somebody else who can benefit. And speaking of happy, if you'd like 10 powerful affirmations for happiness and instant positivity, send me an email, perrytinsley@gmail.com, or send me a private message on social. I'd be glad to give those to you. I love the mindset stuff, and it really can work and make you feel better and lessen the load on a lot of things. I really appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget, this is on video and audio. I think things are going to be shifting more to audio on the podcast side of things, and you can reach out to that at powerblastpodcast.net. You can see it, get into iTunes, and just get the audio broadcast here. And please, if you're on there, an honest rating and review would really, really rock. So appreciate you, my friend. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.